After some intense combat, I love to unwind with video games. Clash of Hellions, maybe Warman 3. Ninja with a shotgun is a great one.
Magic, are you all right?
No, Hunter, I am not.
This danger you feel,
Yes.
it is all right to fear magic.
I am not It's just... words have
He?
if I am right. But...
You heading to shop class?
I might.
So...
Yeah, I'll...
What are you up so late reading?
The twisted brain drippings of that psycho Faustus? This journal is like a love letter to Aleister Crowley, the Necronomicon, Jack the Ripper, and Charles Manson. All remixed into some nightmarish open mic poetry. I'm going to be up all night trying to make sense of it. See if it helps us find our way back into the sanctum.
You are exhausted, Carol. Get some rest. You can crack Faustus's code tomorrow.
It's not that I don't appreciate the sentiment, Hunter. Besides, if I went to sleep right now, this... And when I say bad dreams, I don't mean Lovecraftian demons or Cenobites. I mean being stuck at a 12-hour poetry slam in the East Village. You know, real horror. Listen to this crap. Lilith, your name is a black hole for men like me to lose their souls. How I await to be suffocated in your arms, choke on the dark tendrils of your hair. Murder me, goddess, and I will help you murder this dimension.
These are just the ramblings of a madman. No rhyme or reason to be found.
There must be something helpful here. Well, I ought to get back to burning the midnight oil. I got about 400 pages to go of this crap.
You're looking strong.
Man, I think they got the hell right on one of those traffic cams. Shop class tonight. You free?
I am ready.
Right on. Wait, what's Tony doing here?
It's interesting how you solved the heat problem.
Is that a good interesting or a bad interesting?
Neither. It's just not what I would have done.
Right.
Hey, boss. Fancy meeting you here. You're someone who's always appreciated horsepower.
What brings you here, Tony?
I couldn't sleep. Saw Parker slip off with a backpack full of gadgets. I was tired and bored, so I followed him here. You know, the only time I've seen the Howlride is when it's on fire. You think Robbie will let me poke around under the hood?
Popping the hood is how it eats people.
We're safe. I'm canned beef, you're 17th century jerky, and Parker's full of, spider meat.
Shop class is open to you.
Well, that's nice, boss, but I don't plan to stay if I'm not welcome. Look, this isn't my thing, and I don't want to make it my thing. I'll stick around as long as Robbie and Parker are cool with it.
All right. We should ask them.
The two of you heard me, right?
Yeah.
Sure did.
So, what do you think? I'll be completely invisible.
Like Sue Storm?
Like a slightly taller Sue Storm.
Yeah, we're happy to have you. I mean, as long as the shop doesn't become a Stark subsidiary, I'm good.
Scout's honor.
Then welcome to shop class, Tony.
All right. You kids do your thing.
That was easy. Almost too easy. Am I being paranoid?
He has a place here, as long as his actions match his words.
Good idea. And it's probably fine. As long as he doesn't alphabetize the component drawer, we're okay. But you came here to help finish this project. Go on. Parker can run you through it.
Now that we know Wanda's a threat, you'll need an edge if you face her again.
What kind of edge?
Nothing that involves her coming to harm. We're looking at ways to protect you from her abilities.
How is that possible?
Our first prototype keeps you connected to the real world in case Wanda alters it around you.
Like an anchor, tethering me to reality?
Exactly. If Wanda alters your reality, our second prototype alters it back. Robbie got the idea from his spirit of vengeance. I think the prototype is powered by Hellfire, so best not to jostle it.
Like a button I press to reset her alterations? Or a broadcast interfering with her own transmission?
Perfect, you got it. You already gave me the components. Those will come in handy. So, are we good to go on this project?
I am ready.
No comment. But that's some good work.
You ready to leave?
I am ready to go.
So,
Hey, the mission's not over until we all breathe a sigh of relief. Okay, what's the next mission?
Good morning, Hunter. Got a minute to chat?
I gotta say it. Hanging with you has been a major confidence boost. Well, sort of.
Sort of?
Have you seen the people we've got cruising around this place? Tony's a genius, Strange can do practically anything, Cap is a friggin' icon, Carol can fly the solar system and the fighter jet, and then there's me, with a flaming demon in my head.
A flaming demon in your head is far from mundane.
Yeah, it's cool, but not, top shelf cool. Not like those other guys.
Do not let it rattle you, Robbie. Have faith in yourself.
I don't know. I don't want to mess up and disappoint anyone, or worse, get someone hurt. I made that mistake once before, and I have absolutely zero desire to do it again.
Trust yourself. You have the right skills. And if you need backup, Sparky is always with you. Trust in the demon.
Sparky's great, but I make the judgment calls, and my track record is iffy at best.
We all mature in different ways.
Yeah, I hear you, Hunter. And, I appreciate you seeing the best in me. Even if the best is Sparky.
I think the best of you is yet to be discovered. You wanted to speak, Captain America?
Please, call me Steve or Cap. I know I'm a newer kid on the block, but I'm noticing some major divisions within this team. All the interpersonal drama is pulling focus from the real danger, Lilith.
I have witnessed the divisions, and I must do a better job of resolving the conflicts at hand.
Hardest lessons hit the closest to our hearts. Leading others is never straightforward or easy. It's definitely not all on your shoulders, but I respect you for taking accountability. Don't forget that you're the only one of us who's beaten Lilith and paid the ultimate price for it. You stand out here as a leader. The Midnight Suns, Strange, Carol, Tony, even me. We all look to you for our cues. It's a responsibility, and it's a tough one.
I have been a weapon all my life, to be wielded and directed by others. Leadership ability is not my forte. I would appreciate a few pointers.
Just the fact that you're willing to learn means you're on the right track.
I would benefit from your honest appraisal.
Take it step by step and build some bridges between teammates. We're all tired, but some team building might be what we need, even if it's just blowing off a little steam. Times like this, it's easy to forget we're all on the same side. You've already made the ultimate sacrifice once before. I've been there. I know what it's like to be asked to do it again and again. It doesn't get easier, but you get stronger and better at making the hard calls. I've given you a lot to process, but let's pick up this conversation again soon.
I have something for you.
A care package from Aunt May?
Components for shop class.
That's nearly as interesting.
Nico, Magic, how are they? They won't speak to me.
Oh, you are gonna love this. Let's get... Ooh, new coil. Let's get to work. What can I say except you're welcome? I'm here if you need me.
They say the Pacific Ocean has no memory, Hunter.
But you are looking at the Atlantic.
Really? Well, that explains so much. Just think. A few years ago, I was just your quintessential 98-pound high school freshman weakling. Even the lunch ladies used to shake me down for milk money. Now look at me. Hanging with the legendary Hunter and the Midnight Suns in their super-secret Atlantic Ocean base.
We are happy to have you.
That's just it. What if that radioactive spider had decided to chomp down on someone else's behind? What would old non-arachnid me be?
A brave warrior and a cunning ally either way.
Not what the kids on the playground used to say. I was the equipment manager for TAG.
Peter, I am friends with you, not your powers.
Now that's an F word I never get tired of hearing. Unless it comes from MJ when you think you're on a date. You know, Hunter, I've been to a lot of truly amazing places since I put on the old spider tights. Way beyond my little neighborhood in Queens. But when all is said and done, there is nowhere I'd rather be right now than here with the rest of you.
Caretaker's not spoken a word to me all day. It's been lovely.
It wasn't easy keeping all the night owls distracted to cover for you.
Good to see you.
Imagine if we hadn't caught Banner and won. What if they caught us by surprise instead?
Looks like you got the jump on me.
A little birdie told me you and your posse snuck out last night.
What is the deal with you and Tony?
He's gone too far. I'm not backing down until I get an apology.
I meant in general. What are you talking about?
He walked out of the bathroom holding my shampoo. He just handed it to me and said, thanks.
So?
So he never asked to borrow it.
You could always take his soap. See how he likes it.
I'm not looking for payback, just an...
Oh.
Yeah, Tony escalates when you push him. We grouse at each other, but Tony and Banner, they fight. Can't wait till next time. Hunter, it was a pleasure to spend some downtime.
Ready for a pounding?
Let's do this. Don't stress it too much. There's no wrong answers here. Later.
I don't defend my actions to gardeners who train their kin to be weapons.
I heard about last night.
Привет, Hunter.
I don't believe anyone can make sense of Dr. Faustus's ramblings.
What in the... This crap just keeps getting weirder and weirder. You know, I think Faustus might have been the Zodiac killer.
Thanks, Hunter.
Learning so much more from Faustus now that he's dead. What's new, Hunter? Beginning decryption sequence. I asked Tony if he had any material on encryption, and he left me this pile of spellbooks. Something tells me Dr. Strange is probably... Who are we sending on an op? Thanks, Hunter.
Captain Marvel swears she can see threads of Dr. Faustus's plan.
Sending your friends out to fight. See you soon.
Doctor Strange is fascinating. His magic is...
You are part of the X-Men.
And you're part of the Midnight Suns.
Magic was also part of the X-Men, so you two must know each other well.
I'm very fond of Magic. She's one of the good ones.
Our team is like a blended family now.
Is that something you are striving for?
Our differences make us who we are. The more variety we have among ourselves, the stronger we become.
I agree. It's not just our powers or backgrounds either. Our personalities as well. It can be good to have different opinions.
So long as they do not divide us.
That's always the difficult part. Regardless, I am glad to see the Midnight Suns has an open door policy. I had a fantastic time. Well done. This is how I spend my free time. Inhale, hold, and exhale. I enjoyed spending time with you, Hunter.
The goddess must be busy. Autumn must not see it that way. Autumn, show me the way. That did not work. I should try a different combination. If it was here, Autumn would show me. Autumn does not answer. That did not work. He sees our path. The goddess disagrees. Chthon's dark influence has tainted this well. this bowl always here? Well, this looks like it belongs here. Almost as if it were meant to be here. Autumn be praised.
Hunter, hello.
Agatha, what is this?
The corrupted influence of the Elder God Chthon. But we won't be until we've recovered the Moon Seal, stolen by Hiram Shaw. It's always good to see you.
Remind me about the seal?
I think you've gotten ahead of yourself, dear. You'll need to find the Moon Seal first. Something on your mind?
Is that meant to be an offering bowl
Another
on the
artifact. I'm curious. Next time you find yourself there, place something in the bowl, and perhaps it will...
Autumn reveals... The gods are fickle. If I remember correctly, this is the grave of Will Walker, a notoriously vicious but effective vampire hunter. Blade would have liked him. The son of Gaia approves. Oster smiles upon me. I need to find the next Moon Seal. Something terrible happened here. This area, it feels wrong somehow. I sense an old suffering.
Members of the local coven were persecuted here. And worse.
Witches?
Salem's history with witches may have been distorted over the years, but some things are true. The witches of Salem did their best to thwart Shaw, but he rallied his congregation against them. The catalyst of the infamous Salem witch trials. When the Coven called out in distress, it was Lilith and Sarah who came to their aid.
Caretaker and my mother knew their powers could help others, and they did not hesitate.
Of course not, dear. Your mother was a gifted healer, and Sarah was never one to back down from a fight. They also knew the signs of Chthon's influence, and Shaw's sudden rise to power undoubtedly got their attention.
Chthon's corruption had taken root in the New World just like the colonists themselves.
And while Lilith and Sarah were still preoccupied in Transia, they entrusted one of the moon seals to the Knights of Wondergore, who brought it to the Coven with the hope that its power would reinforce them enough to deal with Shaw.
But that is not what happened.
Unfortunately, no. When the plague came to Salem, the same one that afflicted your father, Shaw used it to further agitate his flock by placing the blame squarely on the Coven.
And the witches?
The mob was vicious. And the rest is history.
But what about the moon seal?
After the trials, the moon seal vanished along with Shaw. Without drawing any conclusions, I think we can both guess where it went.
If this was his church, then it is possible the seal is still here, or somewhere nearby.
You read my mind. Good hunting, dear.
This must be Shaw's study. The Goddess of Order approves. Is not like anything I have seen on the grounds before.
And yet, it's familiar somehow.
Like the wards of protection that Wanda invoked to protect Dr. Strange's sanctum?
Indeed. Wait until tonight and speak to Strange. He may know more. And Hunter, be circumspect. Dr. Strange is no fool.
should come back at night. That is usually how these things work.
Caretaker really commands a presence.
I need to meditate soon. It's important that I keep...
Any progress on the journal?
If by progress you mean genetic experimentation recipes, demonic incantations, and what Strange here thinks is some sort of, wait for it, Lilith fanfiction Faustus wrote in a 10,000-year-old dead language...
Ancient Atlantean.
Then sure. Tons.
I actually speak a little Atlantean.
Ti o mile oth ep isif?
But I did find this.
A hole?
We think it's a shipping facility. Or smuggling. Faustus may have been a demented loon, but the man kept some pretty detailed records.
Possibly for stealing. From me.
Via the hole.
Let me guess. That's why I'm here.
Well, given the nocturnal and clandestine nature of this operation, as well as your experience in dealing with subterranean affairs...
I'll bet. Ever wonder why you people only come to me for the dirty work?
Because you are a vampire? You sleep in the actual dirt? Or a coffin?
I mean, there's sort of a point buried in there. Sorry.
Let's go. I don't want to sound like a diva, but just once, I would like a mission on a tropical beach.
Checking out a big dark hole in the ground does not excite you?
Been there before. The thrill wears off pretty quick.
Keep your guard up. No telling what we'll find down there.
Combing through Faustus's twisted ramblings wasn't the easiest job in the world, but Captain Marvel did manage to find a spot of particular interest to the late Doctor. Judging by the Hydra activity we've picked up in the area, I'd say she's onto something.
Carol never fails to impress.
horde of Hydra.
Think we finally found out how they're smuggling artifacts out of the Sanctum.
Good. Then there must be a way to smuggle ourselves inside. Let me guess. Stealth not your style?
I'm a vampire, remember? We invented stealth.
You might want to tell that to them.
Hydra forces in this area are causing trouble. Let's take them down.
We'll handle it.
If you're done showing off, why don't we move on Hydra and put an end to their artifact smuggling operation for good?
No problem.
Hail that!
To the skies.
Never seen that before.
Just like old times. Vampires are not the only ones who should fear you.
Lucky shot.
For a Hydra!
Their persistence is irritating.
I've been waiting. I'll give 'em
Your sacrifice will be remembered.
According to our thermal scan, this hole branches from here across the entire city. What the hell was Faustus doing down here?
You would have to ask Crossbones.
Behold the light's gift.
Your timing is perfect.
Here it comes.
I am impressed.
It was your mistake in coming here.
Leave some for the rest of us.
Smooth sailing so far.
Payback's gonna be fun.
I'll handle it.
Willing to wear me down.
You really shouldn't have.
You're in trouble now. More warm bodies on the way.
It's your time now.
Hydra has always sought power from the occult, but this feels different. It's one thing to steal artifacts, but this entire setup feels like a distribution center. But distribution to where?
If my mother is involved, nowhere good.
Then I'm betting it somehow involves Banner. I'll put this to good use.
Weak, even for Hydra.
All who serve Lilith will fall.
Whoever trained you did a damn good job.
Your fate was already sealed.
Position compromised. We're all going ready for a violent.
The sheer scope of Hydra's operations in this city are staggering, especially considering the number of heroes that take up residence here.
The greatest lie the devil ever told was convincing the world he didn't exist.
Together, we cannot fail.
I've always wanted a sidekick.
Your time is coming.
Faustus was killed so that we would never find this place.
Crossbones was looking for any excuse to put that guy down. We just can't.
Either way, whatever's down that hole is clearly worth killing to protect. I suggest we get down there while we can.
You chose this path. Now you must follow it.
We've done it. Excellent work.
Where do you think it goes?
Down.
Better not be a Fire Dragoon lair.
Hydra's been busy. Whatever the hell they're doing down here. It smells wicked. Remind you of something?
The Sanctum. Back door?
Gonna say yes.
We serve our mother. We await the return of the midnight sun. We hate interlopers and their little brains.
I would have preferred the Fire Dragoon.
Hydra forces in this area are causing trouble. Let's take them down.
Doesn't sound like much.
fairly certain we found out how Hydra is getting the artifacts out of the Sanctum. I'm also fairly certain that I hate this guy. Let's see if we can't shut him up.
Come closer, little vampire. Feed our eternal hunger with your eternal blood. We shall feast upon your brain forever.
Can honestly say I never heard that one before.
This shall be of great help.
Don't blink.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
Even the best can get better.
You have earned this. Time to lick our wounds.
This is what you came for.
Now that was something.
squirming Someone get this off of me!
You will regret that, monstrous beast! You would dare!
They got friends.
That door of his may be our best bet at getting through to the Sanctum, and finally taking the fight to Lilith.
Smells like fresh meat. So much better than sewer meat. Sweet, sweet, surface meat!
Yeah, I'm sure he'll let us through if we just ask nicely. Ought to make things interesting. Watch close. Night-night. Exactly what I needed. Watch me.
Maybe now you will find peace.
Regroup at position, Tango!
That was a mistake.
Regroup and await reinforcements!
Hydra would make a far easier meal than us, monster.
Yes, but underneath their crunchy shell, the meat is spoiled. Mother's blood makes them stronger. It sours the flavor. Too much gamma for our liking.
I will show you true power. The elements empower me. The forces of nature.
I think you got it.
You will suffer for that. Monoforms are for the weak. No scampering.
has me trapped!
That hurts!
There is no end to Hydra's reinforcements, even down here in the sewers. Deal with them if they are in the way. But Venom is the priority.
I will deliver you from her grasp. I was honestly expecting more from you.
We've done it. Excellent work.
Hey, Van Helsing! If you're gonna do something, now's the time!
Hang on, Dracula. This one's gonna hurt!
Purge that monstrosity! No!
The darkness.
Return to me, child.
Must not heed the call.
You cannot escape our destiny.
I thought Venom's breath was bad.
It is.
Oh, you know I'm kidding, don't you, Charlie? How long was I out?
Days.
What happened?
Before or after you exploded.
The collar.
Still intact. Though, I'll admit, when Agatha and I first made it for you, we didn't anticipate the need to withstand alien energy.
Felt like more than that. As if...
Thankfully, the Venom creature didn't seem to like it either. Ran off through that gate of his, which is why Blade was able to get you home.
Next time I will send that thing straight into the abyss.
Next time, there will be no next time. I know I've been pushing things hard. Pushing you.
That's what you do?
Maybe not on this one. At least until we find a way to counteract the volatile effect of these compounding alien and mystic energies. Which reminds me, Strange and Stark have been chomping at the bit to come see you. Which, of course, I would not allow.
Hope you were not too rough on them.
Me? Of course not. Though I can't speak for Charlie. Still, wouldn't hurt to show your face around here when you're ready. People are starting to worry.
Tell me about it.
I was hoping we could get to know each other.
Of course. I am available to answer any questions.
So you're an open book, huh?
I enjoy.
That's very generous of you.
You do not share yourself.
I do. But there are some things that need to be kept close.
May I ask you a question?
By all means.
Your powers are unlike anything I have ever seen. It is incredible. Was it difficult honing them?
While my abilities are impressive, they can be strenuous.
How so?
Apologies, Hunter. That is something I'd like to keep to myself.
We are still establishing boundaries. There is no need to tell me right away.
Thank you for respecting them.
Lucky for us.
I think that's enough for now.
And you are certain it will hold?
We wouldn't be standing here if I wasn't. You two focus on the creature. I will worry about the collar.
Haven't really seen Blade since he got back from the sewer.
Carrying Hunter home on his back.
He's still outside. Being extra broody. Maybe you should talk with him.
Good idea. I'll go with you if you like.
All I'm saying is the tower's lost. We're no closer to breaking through Slimerama's Sanctum Shield, and our exalted Chosen One just woke up and is listening to our every word. It's great to see you on your feet again, boss.
Where is Blade?
Outside, I think. Perched by that mausoleum, like the gargoyle.
I hear Venom is still on the loose.
He is, but I do not think he will be a problem for us any longer.
That's curious. Everyone sees Venom as a...
What are you...
Venom knows he's done wrong. He's tried. He's trying to reform.
Very well.
Thank...
You fought Venom, Hunter?
Thanks, Hunter. Heard about the explosion, Hunter. No shame in it. We've all been caught by a boom.
You really absorbed all that venom goop like it was nothing.
Did Eddie Brock make it out?
You're one tough cookie, Hunter. Biscotti level tough.
Biscotti?
Teeth-breaking Tony kind of cookie.
If only I was more teeth-breaking with Venom.
Yeah, not your best moment, but it wasn't a total bust.
True.
And that...
Yeah,
it gets outside the mission stuff. I got the brooding vibe, the sunglasses indoors, his lack of prep. But the more I see him in action...
You definitely left a mark on him as well. He is quite impressed with your capabilities.
Well, let him know. Happy to have him. Anyway, I wanted to ask how you... Better get back to work before the... Catch you later.
This is what you were after, right?
If I had time, I'd take care of these myself. But I have been accused of hogging the ball before.
It's a deadly field trip!
Bye. Was that the first explosion you've survived? If so, you deserve a cookie. To be clear, I'm not going to bake it for you.
Hunter,
Caretaker, are you all right?
that's what I wanted to ask you. I know you're on your feet and seem fine after that explosion with Venom. But I know all... So, please tell me, Hunter.
No, Caretaker, I am not. My collar, the explosion... It cracked it.
Cracked?
Yes.
I feared this would happen. Venom was filled with your mother's power. It would be naive to think it couldn't fracture even our best defenses against her. You will have to work... Your actions and words meet...
I understand.
Yeah.
I hear I owe you my thanks.
You know, when you were resurrected, I was sure you wouldn't be able to overcome the darkness inside you.
What do you think now?
I'm beginning to think I was right. You are your mother's kid, all right. No escaping that.
I am nothing like my...
You can deny the truth of what you are all you want.
Just... what do you think you saw?
You're telling me you don't remember what happened after that blast? Because that was some messed up shit.
Tell me.
You were crying out for your mother. Calling out her name like a lost kid at a theme park, while all this crazy-ass dark energy was swirling around your body, almost taking it over. I was so sure you were about to fall that I didn't leave your side. Surprised you came to with the light still in your eyes.
I feel fortunate to have you looking out for me, Daywalker.
You and I, we share the same burden of bad, and that's some heavy shit to carry. I want you to know, you don't have to carry it alone.
I would appreciate you not sharing what you witnessed with the rest of the team.
I don't plan to. It's not mine to share. I'll leave that to you.
You were asleep for a long time.
We're missing something, Hunter.
Where?
The Sanctum is filthy with Hydra. It wouldn't take many guards to secure the building. So the question is, what else are they doing in there?
And to do...
That's not going to happen.
Our list of problems...
Well...
All I'm saying is that it's never a good thing when the prophesied savior of yore blows up.
I'm sure I'm not the first person to inquire on this fine morning, but seeing as how you... Any side effects I should know about? Headache? Blurred vision?
Well, something did happen that I would consider a side effect.
There's no need to be coy, Hunter. I've seen my fair share of embarrassing... Nothing shocks me anymore. But we can't...
My head...
An explosion? Meditating or taking a nap might do the trick. Of course, Tony would prescribe. Still, you're made of tougher stuff. Is there...
I should take...
Yeah, just don't put...
Glad to see you back on your feet again. Strange and I tried to stop by for a little house call while you were out, but turns out your dog is part flamethrower.
She is very protective.
That's one word for it. Listen, I know you're probably hearing all sorts of comments after your last tango with Venom. For what it's worth, we both just wanted to say that we don't think you should get within 50 light years of that thing until we sort out what the hell's going on between you two.
How does the old saying go? Slash me once, shame on you. Slash me twice.
I couldn't have said it better. It's like I'm talking to a living meme.
I would hope not. The last meme was killed during the Great Culling. Their mimic abilities made them one of the deadliest threats of the old world.
Right. Let's get back to fighting the giant alien slime monster. Look, Strange and I have been studying pieces of that symbiote ever since this nightmare began. Problem is, the further they get from the source, the more their molecular structure changes, which basically renders them useless to us. In zombie movie terms, I need a sample from Patient Zero. The old slime ball himself.
Venom.
Or Eddie, if you talk to Peter. Either way, that's our guy. We get a sample from him, somehow maintain its molecular integrity long enough for Strange and I to poke around at it, and, well, we're in business.
Let me guess. You have a new gadget in mind for the task.
Gadget? No, not a gadget. Plans for a groundbreaking device to solve this insurmountable problem and keep you from exploding next time you fight the indestructible monster? You betcha.
I like where this is going.
Good. Calling it my symbiote sampler for now. Hey, I ran out of acronyms, okay? Stage 1 in stopping our symbiote nightmare once and for all. Meet me over by ye old anvil over there and we can get started. Oh, you're not afraid of needles, right?
Needles?
Forget I asked.
It turns out Tony does occasionally make useful contributions. What have you brought me today? This one needs some I know exactly where this goes.
How's it going, boss? Not bad, right?
The research is progressing well, but we need a bit more time.
See you, Hunter.
Time's wasting, Hunter.
New and improved.
We need any advantage we can get. Caretaker said I need to be a team player. So I guess I'm letting you choose for me, too.
A wise choice. Interesting choice.
Let's do this.
Haha, nothing's gonna stop me now.
Do your thing.
I guess I could show you a couple of things.
Peace.
What? Heard about the explosion. Glad you're okay.
Hydra's goons are getting a little too comfortable for my liking. I think it's time you took them down a notch.
We can handle that.
This one's for you!
I'm impressed.
Let us see if they have an answer for this.
Here we go again!
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
mad. I get easy.
I saw an acrobat once as a child. He was not nearly on your level.
Try this on for size.
Hydra, order just came in.
They're not giving up yet.
Lilith must be desperate if these are her best.
More than enough.
Ooh, I like it.
The light is on our side.
Thank you, friend.
I must have angered them.
No retreat.
We have to aid them if we can.
Your sacrifice will
They are as weak as we expected.
Now that was something. Consider it done.
He's told us, you are strong.
Hail that.
Glad you've got my back. Let's just get this over with. No point in holding out now.
Should come in handy. I'm on it.
I doubt they'll take that beating to heart, but we can always hope.
Anything new in the war?
Nope. Hey, did Blade talk to you about tonight?
No.
Ah, spoiler.
Caretaker has shared so much with...
Are you...
I'm getting 3 hots in a cot. For me? While I have you, Blade said he want...
Did he...
I don't want to... You know, I'd never...
Can you...
Not a...
New York's been through a lot, but we're a tough city.
Ah, Hunter, I was just admiring the collection. Someone spent a great deal of time piecing this library together. I hope you don't mind me, having a look around.
Of course not, Doctor. The library is an asset to us all.
I see I'm not the only one who's taken an interest in these works. You haven't been
I've found something on the Abbey ground.
Oh, by all means, lead the way. Hello, Hunter. Have an unusual day. It makes Tony nervous, you see. I think he's actually more afraid of what might happen to my side of the forge without proper supervision. Which, to be fair, is a valid concern. And in most cases, I'm perfectly content to bide my time studying safely indoors. You were right to bring this to my attention, Hunter.
We thought it resembled one of your wards of protection.
There's a reason for that. It's the same magic Wanda invoked in her attempts to protect the Sanctum. But what is it that you're chasing out here? These wards aren't something to toy with.
I will not know for sure until I get past this. Is there any way to dispel it?
Unfortunately, no. What good would the wards of protection be if they were so easily broken? But I have been wrong before, at least recently. Do you have any suspicions as to who may have conjured this here?
Caretaker has shown no hesitation to sealing off the grounds at her discretion.
True. Caretaker could find the resources to create a ward if she put her mind to it.
The only way I will know for sure is to find a way through to the other side.
I'll think on it and see if I can come up with some way to...
Was accepted. Well, this looks like it belongs here. Maybe I should come back later.
Something they don't tell you about leadership?
Why exactly?
You'll have to ask.
A few of us are meeting up tonight. It's a book club. You're probably busy, but if not, the others said I should invite you.
A book club?
Yeah, I didn't figure the great and powerful Hunter would be into a book club.
Is a book club some form of weapon? Do you strike with the spine?
You hear that? That's the sound of Agatha rolling in her grave. Book clubs are simple. You read books and talk about them. Sometimes there's punch. Anyway, I'm headed to the meeting. I doubt it's your thing, but if you're interested, you could tag along.
After you.
Okay then.
I know about as much as you. Blade put this together. He's the person to ask.
Blade's giving you the stink eye. Or maybe he doesn't like the punch. Either way.
Here's how this works. We pick out a book, we read the book, and then next meeting we talk about the book. It's my turn to pick, so give me a minute. I need to narrow it down.
What is the best book you have read so far?
None.
You have not read any books, but you are starting a book club?
Hunter, I've read half the books in the library. I have too many favorites to list. I meant I have no book club favorites yet.
You are being evasive, and I do not know why.
This is technically our first meeting.
Oh, I thought this was a regular thing you did.
Yeah, I want it to be. Doesn't matter how sharp your weapons are if your mind is as dull as a brick. Just give me some space. I need to find the right...
All right.
This is the first book club I've been to that didn't devolve into a knockdown, drag-out fight.
Must have been some book club.
A few years back, Bruce and Tony started an Avengers literature circle. First book chosen was Banner's favorite. Tony hated it. Said it was the worst poetry he'd ever read. That a mascara-blinded lab monkey could have written it better. I still don't know what that means. Turned out, it wasn't Banner's favorite book. It was Hulk's.
Oh no.
We lost 2 floors of Avengers Tower before he calmed down.
What happened next?
Black Widow invoked the "this is why we can't have nice things" rule and banned book clubs from meeting at the tower.
I hope I have time for this. I used to be in one of these with my friend Jess, but it fell apart.
What happened?
I got reassigned, she had a kid, aliens invaded, the usual.
Aliens?
Yeah, it's been a busy decade.
All right, I made my decision.
So what is it going to be?
The first book we'll read for book club will be The Art of War by Sun Tzu.
Ooh, a classic.
Yep, that's an old book.
Way older than The Hunter.
Ah, The Art of War. I read that when I was 12.
Well, then you could reread it. See if you gain a new perspective. Our time is tight, I get it. But stop by the library and read the book before the next meeting. But I hope you read the whole thing. This book is one of my favorites.
The katana gave that away.
Yeah, I'm always around if you want to chat about it.
I'll save it for the next book club.
I could chat about it.
Nah, I'm good.
What did you think of the meeting?
Seems like a great... Next time.
I admit, I like the low-pressure approach, not the high...
I think that went well.
Lade, did you start a book?
No. Yes. Sort of. We... Captain...
Then what?
What was I supposed to do?
Knowledge.
You think?
It might...
The key to my... Glad you came.
All right.
I'm not kidding.
Good.
One thing you and I have in common, Hunter. We both know that
Oh, Hunter, I snapped a great photo of you in action. You're all swords akimbo, standing over a bunch of bad guys. Is it cool if I submit it to the Daily Bugle?
What's up, Big H?
Here to gloat, Mother?
Quite the opposite. I was concerned. I could not sense you after...
Your pet monster nearly destroyed me.
An unintended and unforeseen consequence of your continued assault against me. The mystical energies within our blood do not always mix well with off-worlders. But neither do the wards of your pretentious sorcerer. The venom creature is a calculated but necessary risk.
Alien monstrosities, Wanda's unchecked powers coupled with Banner's unhinged mind. Whatever you are planning, Mother, I fear it may be beyond even your control.
Your concern touches me, but I would risk the heavens themselves if it meant saving you.
I do not need saving.
Oh, but you do. And that crack in your collar is the first step. Every revolution of self starts with the tiniest of rifts. An ever so slight splinter in the glass. A hanging thread begging to be pulled until it unravels all. You should be celebrating. She keeps you collared because she fears you. They all do. Sarah wants to hold you back from realizing your full potential.
I would not need this collar had I not been corrupted by your blood.
Is that what you believe? Oh, child. But you would never... You must discover that answer. Once you're unshackled.
And who is... Answer me! Is this what you wanted to show me? A mushroom?
Fascinating, isn't it? Some of the rarest species of flora I've ever seen. Carol says there are mushrooms growing in these woods that were thought extinct decades ago. And that tree over there? I'm pretty sure it just winked at me.
I did not realize you were so interested in nature, Tony.
Oh, I'm not. I have terrible allergies. I'm just petrified to be inside.
Tony.
I know. I'm sure it will be all fine in the end. I mean, look at us. First time I laid eyes on you, I assumed you were gonna swallow my soul. And now here we are, two friends enjoying a moment.
The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step.
You're right, of course. I'm just surprised you didn't work in a basilisk or giant spider or some other terrible monstrosity you've beheaded over the years.
Yes. I suppose your situation is not unlike unraveling the web of Rorg, the Spider King. One strand at a time.
And there it is. Well, I suppose it's time to get back to the old Abbey. Well...
Are you sure? I could stay outside longer if...
No, I'm good. Better, in fact. Besides, that tree I mentioned that winked at me before, I think it just took a few steps closer.
Hunter, we have finished the symbiote sampling device. Come to the forge to have a look.
Peter, what's wrong?
Stark and Strange are deciding what to do about Eddie. You think they'd ask, you know, the only guy who gets what Eddie's going through.
That sucks, dude. You okay?
I'm fine. It's Eddie I'm worried about, as well as the rest of you. But I guess I'm not qualified to handle this because I'm not an Avenger.
Men that powerful think they have all the answers.
Well, they're making a big mistake leaving the Venom expert out of their plan to stop Venom. I know how to get through to him, and how to keep him from hurting anyone. I'd never forgive myself if that happened.
You tell him, Peter.
Maybe I will.
I want to ask Bruce for help and...
lost people before. Never gets easy.
Tell me you found something good. Time to spill your guts, Hydra. Fascinating info here. And by fascinating... These are the current priorities. If we had some rookies, I'd say send them out for the experience. But I think we're past that. I think I can handle that. I'm here if you need me.
How's it going?
Oh, you are gonna love this. Hey, boss. I got something for you. All right, let's get started. Here you are, Hunter. One symbiote sampler, hot off the old demonic presses.
That is not what I expected.
Yes, I for one am not going anywhere near that thing.
You're a doctor. Don't tell me you're afraid of a little needle.
That is most certainly not a needle.
Well, you say tomato, I say one gamma-infused arc-powered laser tomato. Either way, we're good to go. Now we just have to get close enough to Venom to use it.
And I suppose you have a plan for that, too?
Actually, I don't. Been too busy wrangling our friendly Forge demon while ignoring Strange's advice in order to build a one-of-a-kind gamma-powered symbiote extractor that burns hot enough to pierce the sun. But basically, we just need to stick the pointy end in him and let the device do the rest. Once we jab that thing, the symbiote will be extracted and stored within the chamber. The fluid inside should maintain the sample's molecular integrity indefinitely. I based it on the saliva he left on you during that last round.
I see.
I'm not sure. To be honest, look, Peter's a great kid. With a big heart. He looks at Venom and he doesn't see the same mucus monster we do. All he sees is Eddie Brock. From what he's told me, the two of them weren't exactly best friends before the symbiote got thrown into the mix. But that doesn't matter to Peter. It's not going to be easy to get that sample. We'll have to get real close. I know Peter would give anything, including his own life, to save Eddie.
Venom is not Banner, Tony. And Peter is not you.
Well, that's the point. I look at Peter and I see, well, maybe the person I could have been if I didn't let money, fame, and my dad's war profiteering get the best of me. Maybe I just want to keep the kid a kid for as long as possible.
Tony.
End of the day, we gotta find Venom first before any of this matters. Given his symbiote is happily sliming its way across the 5 boroughs, it's gonna be hard getting any kind of reading on him with conventional means, as in the non-demonically possessed kind. I'd check in with... Talk to you soon, Hunter. How's it going, boss? Let's go. Not bad, right? How long did you say you were exposed to this thing? See you, Hunter.
How are you, Peter?
You tell me, Hunter. I'm out of the loop on everything. They're off discussing what to do about Venom, and no one has said a word to me about it.
Maybe they are trying to protect you, Peter. They see your youth and feel the need to shield you a bit.
I've saved the city I don't know how many times. What do I have to do to prove myself? Grow a goatee like Strange?
I do not think that is necessary.
Good, because it would be way too itchy under the mask.
I know it can be frustrating, but you should not waste time wallowing in it.
I know, I should be doing something, because right now I feel kinda useless. Maybe I'll use the forge to bake a loaf of sourdough. Really get in Stark's way until he notices me.
You should try it. See what happens.
What? No way.
Maybe.
I want to get Stark's attention, but I also...
There it is. The creature.
And pretty much the entire Hydra offensive.
No doubt stealing more of the priceless and, did I mention, extremely powerful artifacts housed within the sanctum.
I don't think so. They're fortifying a position here.
You're right.
We're never gonna get close enough to get a symbiote sample.
Oh, I wouldn't say never. Venom problem? No problem.
Wow, you got some serious range on that old Spidey sense, kid.
Or he got my text.
Either way, I'm your guy. Come on, team. I got an idea. Anyone? Definitely should have practiced that more in the mirror.
Sorry, kid. Can't risk a field trip on this one.
Yeah, because you all have so much experience fighting Venom.
Spider-Man's cunning has proven to far exceed his years. In battle, not the talking.
Don't see any of us muscling in when the Mandarin's in town.
Okay, fine. I get it. What's the plan, Spider-Man?
Listen, I'm not a control freak. If you have any good ideas on this mission, I'm all ears.
My only idea is to not get killed.
Oh, good one. We're totally in sync.
Given their history together, I suppose it does make sense to trust Spider-Man on this plan of his. What's the worst that could happen? Actually, don't answer that.
Happy to.
Ross.
Crossbones.
And Eddie. And a really big... What is that?
Whatever it is, they brought an entire army to protect it.
Uh-huh. Sorry, just need to make a last-second adjustment to the plan.
Yes. The plan. What is it?
Right. Okay, stay low. Wait for my signal. The time wasted. Suppressing gamma energy versus harnessing it. Oh, when Mother sees what I have accomplished. What's up, Doc? Eat his brains. Signal! Signal! That was the signal! Counting on you again, old friend. 3, 2, 1. That used to always work. Well, it did that one time.
Parker, report. Parker, status.
Well, I am under a little pressure, but Eddie's right where I want him.
We will peel back your flesh.
I take it we're on to plan B.
I'd say it's probably more like Plan 1.5. I'm betting those smaller bells vibrate at a similar frequency to their big brother. May not be perfect, but they could buy me the time I need to get that sample.
We have your sample right here, little spy.
Yep, walked right into that one.
I'll make good use of this.
Let us see if they have an answer for this. Hail that! I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
Look how fragile you are. Hold still, little one. always remember this place, Spider-Man. Remember what you did to us here before. We are done playing games. This place will be your doom.
Well, he's moved on from wanting to eat my brain, now he's just trying to bury me. That's progress, right?
Just hit him with a belt, please.
Probably best if you stay down.
For this moment, little spider, to squash you here, in this cursed place. When you are gone, we shall feast upon your new friend heroes. And then, devour your precious Mary Jane.
But shut up already! Coming at you! Man, I'm
I'm good. This ought to slow him down.
We will make you pay for that!
Play dead!
Soon we eat.
Man, this is just gross!
Brace yourselves, people. Company's coming.
Your web is broken, little spider. Your trap has failed.
He may be right. This symbiote sample is not worth your life, Spider-Man. We can find another way.
Tell that to Aunt May, Mary Jane, Harry, Flash, Felicia, Otto, and about 9 million other New Yorkers we're trying to save. If getting that sample means we can stop your mother from destroying this city, it's worth the risk. Just buy me some time.
I'm on it. Help is at hand. Let's settle this. You don't look so tough. You sure you're up for this? Behold the light's gift. It's all coming back to me. I'm going in.
You know, you're pretty good at this.
First you die, then we eat. Die!
That one hurt.
We've got incoming. We cannot keep this up forever.
But we can. Do you really? Your puny bell of killing. By
zinc and silver. 7th grade trip to the Liberty Bell.
Someone order a knuckle sandwich. That was the hard part, right?
We got it! Let's do this! Much as I enjoy this dance of ours, Eddie, I think it's time we changed it up. So how about we try a little smash up? What? That not a thing anymore?
Let's find out.
Well, this might sting for just a second, but that's perfectly natural. Also, perfectly natural.
What just happened?
Just a little something I like to call the plan.
Fury's got 2 teams digging for Venom as we speak.
You may want to add 2 or 3 more. Just saying.
You dropped a church on him. I doubt he's going anywhere.
Parker,
Uh-oh.
I have seen that look before.
congratulations on a job well done.
Aw, thanks everyone. I'll remember this moment forever. Which is probably how long it's gonna take me to pay the church's repair bill.
Oh, not to worry. Thankfully, we have a billionaire in the house.
Yeah, at least Stark's credit card is good for something.
Oh, these kids. Real sweethearts. Good plan, Peter. Executed like a champ. Craziest plan I ever saw in my life. Still can't believe he pulled that off.
Yes, and now we must make use of the sample he recovered.
We?
All right, everyone. I know you all have a lot more important things to do than cheer little old me on. Let's go save the world. Oh, and if anyone happened to record any of this, feel free to send it my way. For training purposes, of course.
Parker's plan was chaotic but effective. I doubt even Lilith saw that one coming.
I knew Peter was going to come through.
Next time Parker comes up with a plan, I want to be the one to punch the giant bell.
From what I've seen, you could drop 5 churches on Venom and he'd still keep coming. I doubt we've seen the last of him.
Just between you and me, I wasn't 100% sure that little plan would pay off out there. I mean, I was pretty sure, but I still had that little voice in the back of my head. If you screw this up, Venom's gonna be snacking on your skull. Even worse, I would have let you down, not to mention the others.
There are no certainties in this world. Sometimes you have to take the risk and hope it succeeds.
Well, whether it's going up against a living sandbox, a flying human vulture, an 8-armed mentor turned maniac, or J. Jonah Jameson's coffee breath, believe me, the life of Spider-Man involves constant risk.
You wear it well, Peter.
Really? Good to know. Most days I can't even get my socks to match.
However you look at it,
Now we can get the doc home, keep you less explodey. All around, a good day.
we all owe you.
I was nothing. Besides, helping the boss man test his top-secret prototype on a demonically possessed alien symbiote-human hybrid has got to look good to the folks at Stark Industries. Just wish Spider-Man...
But you are working with Tony, Peter. You are an integral member of the team.
Whoa. Mind just...
Peter?
Nope. Mind's still blown. I just...
Hey, I knew Peter was gonna come through.
Once again, Hunter, your fury and training shine through. Hunter, I may have found something of interest to you. The secret lies with the symbiote you recovered. If my suspicions are correct, it can be used to disrupt your troublesome ward in the same way that my own wards of protection fell at the Sanctum Sanctorum.
What do I...
Without going off on an overly technical Starkian rant, the alien itself, its seemingly gelatinous structure, seems to interfere with the ward.
You are not going to ask me to...
That shouldn't be necessary. Although a cooperative venom would be invaluable here, I think we can make do with what's left from before. I left a vial of the symbiote on my desk in the forge. If you're intent on...
Thank you for pursuing this further, Doctor. I doubt anyone else could have made this kind...
You're too kind, Hunter. Besides...
We have many mutual friends, Doctor.
Oh, I think you know the one. But don't...
Well, that...
And...
Dude, I stress-ate popcorn watching you on Central.
I bet you've heard nothing but ringing Venom's Liberty Bell jokes.
Who knew dropping a 10-ton church bell onto an alien booger would work?
I've been here for such a short time and I feel...
You attend school?
Yeah, grad school. But I meant all the superhero stuff. Before this, I've had to... Here, I have access to 2 whole superhero teams, each with their own way of doing things. It's eye-opening.
How can you attend...
That's what I keep asking myself. I didn't think I could do both right now, but I'm lucky. One of my professors went to...
That is good.
Yeah, we're saving the world, but I can make grad school work around that. What do you think I'm up to between missions? So what's your preference? See, that's what I'm trying to do. Shore up the team when they need it. And do... You want to figure it out together?
Sound...
Great. Just, not an hour before... Hunter, let's do this again.
This is a distillate from the Venom symbiote. Strange thinks this will dispel the ward. The doctor...
Maybe.
If nothing else,
He's a very perceptive man. Perhaps... Let's see.
These appear to be human bones.
I suspect we've finally found the last resting place of Hiram Shaw. Judging by the looks of this place, he was locked down here for quite some time. I can't say I pity him.
But how would he have ended up like this?
Someone sealed him in and made
Someone?
From what we've seen, I believe this was your mother's handiwork. She must have used the Darkhold page, and I'm sure that means Sarah was at the very least a...
Shaw should have...
Perhaps.
After what he did to the Coven, I can see the difficulty.
I can only imagine how angry Lilith and Sarah were when they finally arrived in Salem.
I do not...
You're right. Perhaps Shaw's study deserves a closer look.
Is that...
Interesting magic, is...
Yes.
Excellent, my dear. Try using different combinations of words.
These drawings.
They're witch warrens. Places where a witch might hide using magical means. Judging from the detail he put into these, Shaw must have studied the warrens for a long time.
He tortured them there.
Yes.
Why?
The witches wouldn't give up the Moon Seal. Our gift doomed the Salem Coven. These drawings may yet be useful. I will bring them back to the library.
thank Peter. Maybe now the others will start actually
Still reading?
Yeah? Why? You got an opinion about it?
I admire your determination in your pursuit of dark...
I just wish there was more dark knowledge on these pages, but I'm just gonna have to make do with what's here. According to her grimoire, it looks like Agatha was helping Wanda control her connection to chaos magic. And since chaos magic is a hell of a lot more powerful and ancient than Lilith, I'm thinking there's a way I can figure out how to use it to undo Lilith's hold on her.
Chaos magic is the darkest and most treacherous magic you can play with. It is said to...
You're not, like, afraid of messing with hardcore Elder God magic and inventing a potentially dangerous new spell?
I am dangerous.
Okay, Danger. You can help me by not telling Caretaker what I'm up to. She doesn't believe Lilin corruption can be undone and will totally try and stop me. Shellax. Well, if we're really gonna try this...
And I shall...
Mum's the word, Hunt.
Hunter, let's catch up. Wish I'd packed a...
Seems like you have got...
You could say that.
Do you need to share?
I always wanted to be good at my job. Okay, I really wanted to show off how I could get a sample of Venom's symbiote, right?
And you...
Right! Yay me! But...
What you did say...
You're right. I know logically I did the... But it still doesn't feel right.
I know you feel pity for your...
No, he was a man, and the symbiote was an alien. But Lilith... Eddie Brock may be troubled, sure. We all are. I guess that's why I can't shake the feeling that there's...
Like a dig...
No.
Who knows? Maybe you will someday.
Yeah. If only Tony or Strange invented some kind of time machine.
Stranger...
Thanks for the chat, Hunter. If anyone... When we hang out, it really doesn't feel like the world is ending.
How is the sample analysis going?
Oh, you mean the vial of demonic alien goo Peter took out of poor Eddie. That sample analysis?
That is the one.
In a word, gross. But a fascinating kind of gross. This symbiote exists as a whole at the molecular level. Every atom of it is a self-sustaining, slimy little entity in and of itself. Yet when the molecules bond, they undergo a change state that can only be described as something out of abstract expressionism, and I can see your eyes glazing over right now.
I am sure this makes sense to you, but try to remember I am not from this time. I am still getting used to the idea of lights that turn on when you flip a switch.
Right. I will slow down a bit, skip the science babble, and get right to the point. I think we can use Venom's slime sample as the basis of a suit.
Like a Venom suit?
No, not like Venom. No symbiosis. It would exist as an anti-symbiote, to protect you the next time you two meet. Think of it as a kind of armor. Strange and I are working on a design right now. Give me 24 hours, and I think you'll...
It turns out Tony does occasionally make useful contributions. You know, I really could do just as well without loitering back. That caught my eye as well.
What have you got for me, boss? Sure thing. Get started. How's that for quality workmanship? find more coil, send it my way.
I'm happy to help, Hunter.
No, absolutely not. You go too far, Nico. Last time you tried to save Wanda, you almost got us all killed. I will not let you risk the safety of this abbey again.
Listen to yourself. I think I have a way of purifying Lilith's corruption, a way of bringing back both Wanda and Banner, and your response is to shut me down.
I told you time and time again, there is no way of removing corruption.
Just because you failed and never found a way of doing it doesn't mean I can't. What are you so afraid of? That I'll actually succeed?
No, I'm afraid you're becoming just like Wanda.
Oh, I see how it is. You always hated her, and now you're gonna turn that hate onto me too.
That's not what I meant. Nico, wait. Let me explain.
I don't need your explanation. I need you to stay out of my way.
Thanks, Hunter.
Let me guess. You came out here to see if I'm okay.
Are you?
No, I won't be okay until we get... I just wish Caretaker trusted me more. I mean, I'm not a kid, you know? I'm a ridiculously experienced witch with ridiculously amazing powers. She should be letting me use my talents to help the team, but instead all she does is doubt my ability to do anything.
You have broken Caretaker's trust one too many.
Well, I've lost trust in her too, okay? When Wanda fell, I was stupid and trusted her to do the right thing and at least try to get her back, but no. She took it as an opportunity. All I know, I'm gonna do whatever.
And when Caretaker
she can get out of... Now, excuse me, I've...
Time to take it to the next level.
New and improved.
We need any advantage we can get. Caretaker said I need to be a team player. So I guess I'm letting you choose for me too.
Shouldn't have.
See you around.
You have any ideas on how to keep this team from unraveling? Because I'd love to hear them. I'm at my wit's end, Hunter. Nico is hell-bent on finding... and I can't seem to dissuade her from putting our lives in danger again. You would think she would have learned her lesson with that magic mirror trick she pulled, but what do you think?
She is acting out because she is still... She needs to heal.
If we survive Lilith's assault on... Until then, she... Nico is a talented witch, no doubt. But if she persists on this trajectory... Thanks.
Hunter, come, talk with me a while. Nico is... I'm not... But if it is... If you choose to defy Sarah and help Nico...
Be assured, Agatha.
You always protected others from the... Something I loved about... Whatever happens, we can't take... These drawings are... As far as how this helps us find the Salem Covenant... Let's discuss this again today.
Agatha is lucky to have you.
Hunter, hello.
Hydra forces in this area are causing trouble. Let's take them down.
I will make it quick.
Get to the trucks and grab those artifacts before they roll out.
Gladly.
starting to look like it's kind of hot. Any of you dorks make a move yet?
Hail that!
Time's up for these chumps. Just try to keep up.
We'll not forget that.
Got an artifact.
Tracking movement. Shoot up here!
That'll work.
Hydra's in control of the situation.
I'm gonna get you for that.
I'll handle it.
Keep trying. Maybe you'll get lucky.
I've been waiting. Our Gamma on the move.
You're ready now.
See, you brought some friends along.
The artifacts are secure, but why don't you teach Hydra a lesson while you're there?
Getting it done any way we know how. Does Hydra even pay you enough to cover your medical bills?
Never surrender. Time for the real thing.
Not even a dent.
Did someone feel a breeze?
No retreat!
That's not supposed to hurt. Nothing to worry about.
They do not stand a chance.
There's the hunter I've been hearing about. I don't do this for just anyone.
Looks like you got your programming dialed in just right.
Shouldn't have pissed me off.
A flying mechanical combat suit almost seems like cheating.
You might want to get that looked at.
We We've done it. Excellent work.